Hello?
Ugh.
Is that Scottish? Hello.
How you do?
Would that be a Scottish accent?
I I I
As the huh.
I don't I I don't I don't I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Here's a screen.
Oh, you could just remix that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, then do it.
I don't know.
Don't make me slap you.
You always threaten that, but you're across the country.
You have to visit sometime.
Technically, I don't have to. I would like to. Maybe I'll visit and just not tell you.
That would be incredibly rude.
It would be. But I mean, so is threatening to slap me all the time.
So is having water bottles thrown and candy thrown at them, huh?
I was just giving you candy, you know?
And the water bottles?
Was it yours?
I don't remember. All I know is it was thrown at me.
Yes, not.
Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, thank you for waiting. We hear a
For our
voice.
long tangents.
Hey, we're 10 minutes in. There's not a long tangent here.
True. For our medium length tangent.
We hear a voice speaking to the crowd through an open window in the cabin. At long last, the Black Gathering Zero race is about to commence. Who will best the others to claim victory? Once again, the hottest annual race in Britain, no, the world, is about to begin. All airship teams, are you ready to lift off?
Hey, grand claims.
The world!
Suddenly, the dating sim turns into an airship race simulator as we go to all of the other airship contests to confirm that it is, in fact, the grandest in the world.
See, I could totally see a game doing that.
That'd be the kind of shit we would do if we made a game.
Yes, it would! The airship, where it's like, okay, it's gonna start out as a dating sim, but then
they get so good at airship racing that they just do that.
instead.
Isaac, fuck all this shit. Venice, nah. We're just gonna go race airships.
The airships taking part in the race all sound their whistles at once, as if to cheer themselves on. It sounds like they're ready to go. We're now distributing ether?
We never decided. I would go with Aether.
Aether communication receivers to all participating airships. See, but then I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, and that's how ether is spelled. So, you know.
Other Final Fantasy games spell ether without the A.
I know. Well, not like the ether drink. That's still spelled like E. Like, how it's normally spelled. But, like, kind of like the Final Fantasy's version of the live stream is like the Aether C. The Ether C.
Yeah.
So, like...
say the intro.
So, like...
I got some quests in.
Yeah, you did.
I just never logged back in after that, like, one weekend.
I have reached the second expansion.
Congratulations.
And I have not even touched it today because I didn't even want to mess with it. Because it is bad.
Oh.
Like, people waiting an hour and a half to 2 hours to getting in, and then the game disconnects, and then you're back at, like, in a queue of 6,000 or more.
Yeah, I saw some memes about the wait times.
Yeah. To the point where they are legitimately, this week, giving people a 7-day free playtime.
There's the new expansion came out, right?
Yeah, because early access to the new expansion came out. Like, if you pre-ordered, like, some specific version, you got early access to it. It doesn't officially come out until the 7th.
I see. But everyone's still on.
Yes. Yes.
Everyone who got it is obviously on at the same time.
Yes. And so, like, they're giving just a week or more. They said, like, if this continues, they're, like, thinking about doing more later, just free playtime.
I mean, they'll probably want to give also free playtime for the first few days of general release, right?
Yeah, it's starting on the 7th when general release happens.
Yeah.
Because
this batch is for early release.
Yeah, it's bad. Some are hurt worse than others, but like people are like, I know the server I'm on, people are still like 45 minutes hour, but then there are people that are like 3 hours waiting, bringing up movies. Like,
what do you?
Yeah. Oh, the one of the days I literally started playing Pokemon while waiting.
Yeah. Gotta pass the time somehow.
Exactly. So I'm leaving Final Fantasy 14 for a few days while everything cools down.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not even trying to get to the new stuff because you're not there yet, right?
Yeah, I'm level 68 and I just started the 2nd expansion, and the one that came out is the 4th expansion. So I still have expansion, so like 2 whole expansions plus to get through. So like it's gonna take me a while. But
everyone else is gonna be busy playing the new stuff.
Oh, everyone's playing. Like, it's weird. I was in some of like the towns that were very populated, and it's empty, and I'm like, this is so weird. So, and the server that I'm on has a meme character that's there 24/7. One of the players has a character that is almost always up and dancing in one specific spot in like one of the starting towns, to the point where every time he's missing, other players will just start dancing around that spot and being like, we're just gonna dance until he gets back. We gotta summon him back.
I see.
And the character's always wearing a Pope hat, so that people just call him the Dancing Pope.
Great.
It is memed a lot, but...
Go sacrilege. I love it.
So it's... So
I mean, I guess it's not really sacrilege to you, because you don't care about the Pope.
I don't care about the Pope.
I don't care about the Pope either, which is why I plot sacrilege.
And one of the times people are like, he's not there, and they're like, he's in the new expansion. I see him. He's level 83. He's going. He's just playing the new stuff. He'll get back to the dancing later. So yeah, I'm playing Pokemon and just doing other stuff, like, in the meantime, because 14's gonna be bad. They said that they were trying to get more servers and stuff to handle the load because they knew it would be bad, but with all the shortages, they're like, we can't do anything.
Yeah,
we're stuck. I mean, like, we can't do anything.
Well, I guess it's sort of hosted on. Do they have their own servers, or do they use AWS or something?
They use their own servers.
Ah, that's why.
Yeah, they use their own servers. I know they said that they upgraded them a little bit to be faster and to handle like a little bit more, but they were planning on just getting straight up more servers.
That is weird right now. Yeah.
But they couldn't. So they're like, before it even came out, they're like, hey, we know it's going to be bad. We tried. We're doing these steps in order to mitigate it somewhat, but like, guys, it's gonna be bad. And they knew it. So.
Yeah, I mean, there comes a point where you can't do anything more.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, and like some people had some valid complaints, so they implemented a 30-minute time limit where if you don't play for 30 minutes, you automatically get logged out because like with so many people logging in, like they have to find a way to circle that traffic around as much as possible. But apparently, if you're in
Play for 30 minutes at a time.
like if you're not playing for 30 minutes, so if you walk away from your keyboard for 30 minutes,
Oh, if you idle.
if you do not press anything for 30
If you idle for 30 minutes, okay. You said if they play for.
Oh, sorry. If they don't play for 30 minutes.
That makes sense.
But the thing is, people in credits were being kicked out
Oh.
because they forgot to add a certain
They forgot to have it just take a time.
yeah, to flag the credits to not do that for everything but the newest expansion, so people were like in the credits of like the base game and got kicked out.
Oof.
And I'm just like,
You said that has like super long cutscenes, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, the cutscenes aren't too bad, but like I think they were talking about the credits themselves, because the cutscenes you actually have to press a button to continue on.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's always going to, but like the scrolling cutscene for the end, which is like the hour-and-a-half credits.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah, like thankfully
You said there was like a movie length
yeah.
cutscene thing.
Thankfully you can skip that, and you won't lose any information, because like it's just credits, and it will go right to the actual like important stuff. But like some people probably want to sit through that for their first time, and it sucks.
They're looking for a name.
Yeah, or they're looking for their name if they're a 1.0 player, or they're just.
I mean, I imagine the 1.0 players have already.
Oh, probably. Well, no, some 1.0 players haven't come back. They're legitimately. We were talking about it in the thing that the guild, Final Fantasy type guild that they have, where somebody was like, yeah, there's a person I know, like personally, who played at 1.0. It traumatized them so much, like, or not traumatized them, but like.
I was gonna say traumatized.
It hurt them so much just playing such a bad game that when they fixed it, they didn't want to go back.
I mean, fair.
So, like, there are some 1.0 players who haven't even played the base game of Realm Reborn.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point, I feel like are they gonna change their minds on that?
Probably not.
I feel like that's the thing. At a certain point, it's, these people are lost. They're not coming back.
Yeah, like...
I was gonna make a joke about, like, oh, now that the game is somewhat decent, I don't want to play. I came here for a shitty game.
Look, A Realm Reborn is a slog. People were like, yeah, like, at about, like... they were talking about, they're like, yeah, at about like the 5th boss, like about like level 25-30 is when it starts picking up, but it doesn't get interesting until like after you beat the game and the patch quests afterwards between the base game and the first expansion. Like 2.3, 2.4 is when it starts getting good. And I'm just like,
you know how you were saying about long tangents?
Yeah, sorry. Final Fantasy's fun.
I love Final Fantasy. I haven't played much of 14. I'm just not an MMO type of person.
No, I get it.
But, Final Fantasy is fun. But this is your line that we're waiting on. And you're the one pressing the buttons. It's not even me.
I know it's me. Shush, don't.
I just think it's funny. And I like Code Realize, so I like make some progress, unlike Loving the Evil, which I don't hate, but which is easy to go on tangents and tangents and tangents.
It's also much shorter. Because, like, Code Realize is going to take a while. I don't think Loving the Evil is going to take forever to play.
Well, Okay.
Actually, I already read that line. I just didn't press the button. I'll be following you all at a higher altitude in order to provide the audience with a live broadcast.
Like, Code Realize is longer, but Loving the Evil has more love interest, right?
No. It's only 5.
Is it?
Yeah. Yourself, Nova, Missard, Satan, Vamp.
In my mind, there was a 6th. I don't remember who.
No, it's 5 and 5.
Okay. Well, then yeah. Although, we're doing a waste run on Loving Evil, so it's still a 6th one.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of...
Oh, no, you know what it is, though? Lovingly Evil has a lot of different endings, even for different characters, which are all, like...
Yeah, there's...
Or, I don't know about all, but there seem to be, like, multiple valid endings for it.
There's, like 2 or 3 endings, depending on the character. There's also an ending where, like, you basically don't talk to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Which that will just mostly be a skipping run if we do that.
I imagined that was going to be mostly just a talk and talk and talk.
Yeah, yeah. You just
go skipping.
Yeah, but, like...
We won't have gone to the talks before. It's just the time passes much faster.
But yeah, it's...
There's no dialogue to skip.
But I mean... well, no, there'll be some dialogue to skip. Because he's done some of the talks.
I mean... Anyway, semantics.
And of course, I'll be doing my best to deliver the proceedings of this exciting battle to everyone. Listeners and racers. Look over at Impey. He smiles and places the Aether communication receiver, which looks like a small suitcase, in front of me. It's almost time. The moment of the century draws near. This is talking themselves up. Moment of the century.
Mm-hmm.
Impey fiddles with the dials, and we hear a voice coming from the device.
Wasn't this like an annual race, though?
Yeah, it is.
The moment of the century, because it's bigger than all of the other ones we've had this century. Next year will be a new century, so it doesn't count.
All airships will only launch once the starting signal is given. Will you guide us, AC?
Of course.
A barometric altimeter.
Altimeter?
My brain just blanked. I'm surprised I got
not really a common word. That seems reasonable to blank.
I'm surprised I got barometric. A compass. Bran? Calm yourself, Brain. Read the words. Say them out loud. That's all that needs to happen here. You got it? I know you don't, but do it anyway. A compass, map, pawns, and the receiver. This is my battlefield. The countdown begins now. Impey opens the voice tube at the commentator's announcement. Engine room, start the engine.
Got it. Start the engine.
5, 4. I hear the sound of the airship's turbine spinning as the voice from the receiver continues. 3, 2. The airship begins to vibrate. It's different from the ornithopter. The huge mass is about to rise into the sky, and I feel the shuddering in my bones. 1. Begin! The starting signal sounds and our airship rises into the sky. I have a subtle feeling of weight. Probably the floor pushing up on me. Rising at full speed to race altitude. So far, so good, Impey. We got the best start out of all of them. Impey and I look at each other, hearing Lupin's report. Seems like we're off to a promising start. It appears all the airships have entered the course. And off to a head start is a new entry joining us for the first time. The HMS Impey, the Princess, and her servants.
You know, to his credit, at least he made it her servants, not his servants.
Okay, fair, but still.
I know.
Impey, did you seriously register us under that name? Don't you have a sense of humor? This, that name's a bit long, so we're going to shorten it to the HMS Princess and Servants. What the? They cut out the most important parts!
Yeah, that's the point.
It's like you read our minds. What? You guys don't want me? You really don't want me? No time to mess around. Incoming attack from 4 o'clock. Turn to 2 and escape. Gotcha! Turning full speed, 2 o'clock. They started attacking already. What a hot-blooded bunch. Am I just gonna be talking to myself all day?
I mean, I have some lines.
Suddenly, an explosive noise rattles the windows.
It's just that I think, weren't Saint Germain and Victor, like, in the same spot right now?
Yeah, they are.
So, all the different areas of the ship are mostly you. Are we hit?
No, that wasn't us. It was a different airship. Oh my. The race just started, but the Purple Lightning Sky Pirates have already advanced a second by shooting down a ship. We're getting a Morse code transmission from the second place ship. You're next, Impey. Have fun going down in flames. Why? Why do you hate me so much? The Sky Pirates think that Impey stole this ship from them. I sent them a message back. If you want to beat me, you'd better be ready to die. Good luck, Minor Brains. Gosh dang it, Lupin. Why are you agitating them? Because he's Lupin. Right.
Am I wrong?
I mean, you're not. But still.
It's a very Lupin thing to do.
I see the Purple Lightning Sky Pirates have picked up speed. Its guns are dead set on the HMS Princess and Servants.
Impey, you should be able to see London's outer wall on the left. From here on out, try to keep us at a height of at least 500 meters.
Roger that. I'll avoid their attacks while staying at this altitude. Their gun barrels are turning. They're about to fire. We hear an explosion and feel a jolt. Whoa, the HMS Princess and Servants has been hit. Black smoke is... Black smoke is rising from the airship's gondola. Damage report. No change in gas pressure. We're good.
The engine's functioning normally. I went to check the damage. The shot merely grazed the exterior. There are no problems.
Right. We're going to distance ourselves on one leap. Victor, set the engines all the way into the red zone.
Pushing it to the red. Check.
But isn't the red zone normally a bad place to go?
They're trying to... Being where they are right now is a bad place to be.
Fair. But usually, like, pulling it into the red zone means, like, possible engine malfunction.
Yeah, but if they're trying to do one shot and then pull it back to normal,
Fair.
just to get away. Captain, the engine is literally screaming. The heat is incredible.
It's better this than being shut down.
Yeah.
The ship gains altitude, skidding through the sea of clouds. Soon a huge mountain of clouds appear before us. What luck! Well, let's head right in. We plunge into the cloud without an ounce of hesitation. Once we're in this world of pure white, the ship's bow rises. Then, when we pull out of the cloud, the enemy ship is flying far below us. AC, how's our altitude? Are we still good?
We're just under the flight limit, but we're fine.
Seems the Purple Lightning Sky Pirates have lost sight of the HMS Princess and Servants. Nice! Full speed ahead. The ships that had fallen behind have picked up the pace and have caught up with the Purple Lightning Sky Pirates. While everyone is jockeying for position, the HMS Princess Servants has gained a significant lead. However, there is no shooting going on. Seems they're sending one another light signals. What's this? Looks like all the ships are going to cooperate in order to take down the HMS Princess and Servants. Seriously? They aren't about to let a first-timer take down the champion. Take the championship. Whatever.
Reading.
Meh.
It's a thing we're supposed to do 3 times a week on here.
And I never get any better at it. Suddenly, the airship shakes violently.
Shots fired at our lower arm. We have a hole in our hull, but it's small.
Technically, I also read in Professor Sharky. Doesn't mean I do it right.
Oh,
Oh, Sharky.
I knew a Pokemon.
Sharky! Sharky.
See, you should do more of the silly voices.
Saint Germain delivers this grave news in an absolute deadpan voice, as always. There's a problem in gas bag number 12. Dumping ballast water to adjust our buoyancy. 7 o'clock. A full barrage coming from below. Take evasive action. On it! The airship tilts wildly. Shots avoided. Oh, that was pretty good. Alright, shots avoided. That was pretty good. I got my voices mixed up.
Uh-huh.
HMS...
Don't worry, it's fine. Lupin just had an Impey moment.
The HMS Princess and Servants isn't giving up. They avoided a concentrated attack from the other ships.
Impey, what are you gonna do if this keeps up?
If we were only up against one ship, it would be a different story, but there's so many. Impey grips the wheel grimly. A single line of sweat runs quietly down his cheek. Suddenly, we hear an explosion. Not just one, but a series of booming bursts going on and on and on and on. But we're not shaking, so we weren't hit. What's causing all that noise? Wow, what's going on? A round of sweeping shots is coming through the clouds to attack the impromptu team. Ships are going down in flames one by one and disappearing into the clouds. Oh no. Don't tell me. It's what's-his-face.
A clownfish?
Nemo.
You should have taken his voice.
I was already doing so many voices in that scene.
Yeah, but we don't decide based on scene. Someone else is attacking the other ships? I wonder if they're trying to help us.
Nah, that guy isn't helping us. If anything, he's our greatest enemy. I assumed you laughed.
It just cut out the whole ridiculous laugh.
Uh-huh.
God damn it. Okay, you do it. See, this is why you should have the ridiculous over-the-top voice.
That was me laughing for real.
I know. But I'm saying that if I do it, I got cut out. See, it should be you.
No. A piercingly loud peal of laughter fills the skies. New heavily armed airship has appeared from the clouds beneath us. That's the one that took out the others.
Oh, you like this? Impey and Victor! Behold my prototype battleship, the HMS Fulton!
The Fulton, a prototype battle airship created by the scientist Nemo, is far more maneuverable than the traditional airship, and its installed weaponry is powerful as well. I was afraid this would happen. How can you have better flight performance when it's so heavily armored? No fair!
We both knew you were doomed to fail the moment you stepped into the ring with me, a true genius of science! Prepare to return to the ground as dust!
Dust! The ship shakes with an ungodly loud sound. I'm thrown against the bulkhead. Easy, are you hurt? Say something! Impey can't take his hands off the wheel, so he shouts from where he's sitting.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me and keep flying.
Right. What about the rest of you?
The engine's been shot. One of the turbines is damaged.
Oh, crap. Another of the gas bags is done for. I've tossed out the rest of the ballast water. If we lose another, we're going down. Things are getting exciting up here, everyone. It's a one-on-one battle right before the goal. Will the HMS Princess and servants be able to escape? Find out next time on Pokemon.
On Pokemon?
Yes. Sorry, I don't have the gravelly voice to do next time on Dragon Ball Z.
You just did it.
Or will Nemo's HMS Fulton blow the princess and servants to pieces? Whose airship will reign supreme? This is more like a war than a race. He's yelling like it's some kind of show, but our lives are at stake here. I mean, we did sign a waiver just in case we died, remember?
Yeah, everyone did. And apparently many of them are dying because he shot down all the other ships too.
Well, shooting them down doesn't necessarily mean they're dying. That just is a possibility.
Do you know what altitude they're at? Do you know where they're landing?
Where they're landing, no. Altitude somewhere above 500 meters.
Uh-huh. Half a kilometer?
Yeah.
They're falling half a kilometer. Yeah, I think they might be dying. Impey, at this rate...
Go to the escape pods! But sir, we don't have any escape pods. Dang it! I guess I have no choice. Good thing I had an idea just in case something like this happened. Impey reaches out and forcefully hits the switch on the panel labeled Danger, Do Not Touch. The entire airship shakes thunderously, and I hear a shout of surprise from Van Helsing at the rear deck. Impey, a huge machine just showed up back here. What is this?
A huge machine? I didn't know you'd put anything back there.
Always save the best for last. It's the only weapon on this ship. Let's deliver our secret fist to Nemo's base. Secret fist?
Impey, the engine's going up in flames. There's nothing an amateur like me can do about it.
Yeah, just throw some water on it or something. It's fine.
No, man, I already tossed out all the water.
Impey, if you're going to hit him, do it quick. The creep's about to take another shot at us. One thing at a time, boys. There's only one of me to go around.
Who's the crew on Nemo's ship?
Nemo.
He has to have at least 5. That was the rule.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, so he must have 4 more.
5 Nemos.
Yeah, he
Just
cloned himself. That's...
Impey, there's only one of you, but I can do something to help.
That would be dangerous. 5 of him. There's no time.
One of him seems dangerous right now.
What should I help with? Ooh, should we assist with the repairs or prepare a counterattack? Or prepare for a counterattack?
You want the guy to answer? Or do you just want to choose?
You see, that's a tough question you're asking me right there. I've been doing the choices roughly myself up until now. But I don't know what I should choose.
That's why I'm offering it to you. It's because you don't seem to have a strong preference.
I
right
don't.
now.
I don't know which would help the most is the thing.
Well, we're about to get shot at again. And that will cause more damage.
I'm sorry for bringing this up. So, there's a thing, I was watching a video, from a well-known YouTuber called Joe Cat. He does things called crap guides as, like, joke things. But right now he's been doing crap guides to, like, Final Fantasy XIV, and basically, like, talking about all the different jobs. And he went over healers, and he's like, here's what healers do, blah, blah, blah. And you know what the most important thing healers do is DPS. You want to know why? DPS? Because what is DPS but mitigating future damage for your party?
Exactly, we should be that kind of healer.
Well, that is the type of healer I am in 14. I smack him in the face, and then when somebody's like, I have boo-boos, I'm like, here, shut up, I'm gonna do more damage. So I guess we're preparing for counterattack.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna prepare to hit them back.
You want to send them down before they do the same to us? Got it. I'm gonna keep piloting from here. Sadie G, leave the engine to Victor and go join Van Helsing in the rear deck.
Hey, Captain. He's having fun with this captain stuff.
Yes.
Sure, you can leave things to me. There's only so much I can do. Just hurry!
I don't know what you plan to do, but if you mean to attack, hurry up and do it. I'll tell you what to do from here. I need you to go join... yeah, I'll tell you what to do from here. I need you to go join Van Helsing.
Right.
Following Impey's directions, I rushed to the rear deck. Saint Germain and... I was about to say Saint G. And Van Helsing...
Okay,
Look, I'm so Impey right now. I'm just skipping the names and going to nicknames.
Hey, to be fair, this is like the Impey chapter, so you should be very Impey.
And Van Helsing are already there. Between the two of them is something very large. And what's that? Some kind of golden sphere is next to it. Are you all up there? The manual to the secret weapon should be right there, so start reading it. AC, I'm going to focus on piloting, so I'm going to leave operating the weapon to you.
Me? Alright.
I start reading the manual as the ship is rocked by more explosions.
Here are the instructions. 1. Get Van Helsing into capsule.
Wait, are they shooting this at the ship so Van Helsing can sabotage it?
1. Get Van Helsing into capsule.
Excuse me? What did you say you were going to do to me?
If he questions you, ignore him and continue. This is an emergency and sacrifices must be made. It's in the manual!
Wonderful. Impey knows his crew.
Of course.
What is that supposed to mean? Impey, I know you can hear us. Answer me.
Van Helsing, this truly is an emergency. There's no time to question the plan.
But it's Impey's plan.
Saint Germain's just like, there's no time to question the plan. Get in the fucking capsule.
Understand, but...
Van Helsing is to wear the vest inside with the wires attached to the specified points within the capsule.
I guess if this is our one and only way to survive this, I don't have a choice. Van Helsing steps into the sphere and sits down, and Saint Germain secures the lid.
Next, bring the capsule to the tube and set it near the aperture.
Saint Germain easily lifts the sphere containing Van Helsing. How strong it... Wait!
Just, whoop.
Wait, no! That doesn't make sense! That thing should easily be like 300 pounds.
Easily lifts the sphere containing Van Helsing. You don't know how much he lifts. He's in that big coat. You don't know what his muscles are like.
That skinny dude? No! Unless he's a vampire.
Easily lifts the sphere containing Van Helsing and places it by the end of the tube.
I guess he's a vampire then. He's a vampire. That's it. He's the vampire. Then, with great force, the capsule slides into the tube. Hey, what is this? What's going on? I need to understand what's happening.
After he's in position, push the button to fire? Is this some kind of...
I take a better look at the machine in front of me. It came up suddenly and I didn't recognize it because of its strange shape, but it seems to be...
It seems to be a human cannon.
Gold stars to you two! We're about to debut the Van Helsing cannon, invented by yours truly. Van Helsing cannon? That's actually pretty funny. Nice going, Impey.
You're going to shoot Van Helsing at Nemo's ship? That's insane!
Lord, I can't read this line.
Get your laughter out. Get your laughter out, because it's gonna keep going.
Oh, insane. What's the crap? What the actual crap?
Impey Barbicane, genius inventor. Van Helsing cannon.
Oh, what he should be is a stand-up comic at this rate.
He's a genius at a lot of things, remember?
That's true. Don't worry, it'll work. Because it's Van Helsing. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work with anyone else anyway.
What about safety?
Oh, it's fine. It might kill any ordinary person, but it's him. He'll be fine.
Don't joke. I think I hear him shouting in there.
Oh, Van Helsing, take it. It'll be fine.
You're really emphasizing that this is for Van Helsing only. I'm starting to get worried.
I'm just starting to laugh harder.
You're not worried about Van Helsing?
It'll be Bye! What the crap, Impey? Why is this chapter so hilarious? Oh.
Because it's the Impey chapter!
Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm trying not to actually cry from laughter. As the argument goes on, Impey skillfully moves the airship and avoids Nemo's shots while approaching his ship. AC, now! Shoot him good!
But... I'll do it.
Saint Germain being like, well, nobody else is going to do it, so I'll press the button.
See, if you're not going to shoot Van Helsing out of this cannon, I will shoot him out of this cannon. I easily lifted up the sphere that he was in and put him into the cannon. We're shooting him.
That still baffles me. Saint Germain reaches past me and pushes the button without any hesitation. The cannon makes an incredible boom. The capsule, trailing wires, soars through the sky and approaches Nemo's HMS Fulton.
A slow projectile like that is no problem to shoot down with my superior super science!
Ah, he's going super science.
Super science. Superior super science.
Ah, super science too. Not so fast. Sandy G, press the button again.
Aye, aye.
The Count presses the button once more. Whoa, the capsule's opened. Oh my...
Quite the CG, huh?
Quite the CG! Oh, I see. Van Helsing seems disgruntled at his treatment, but his eyes are locked on the enemy ship ahead. Thanks for being so understanding. We're counting on you, Van Helsing. Seems Van Helsing can hear Impey, and we can hear Van Helsing too. The wires attached to him must have a small communication device attached. Impey, when I get back, you're going to be in a world of pain. Eat as much salt as you want later. For now, just look out! He's about to shoot! The weapons on the HMS Fulton are turning towards the cannon as we speak. Turrets big and small, all facing us.
Time to say goodbye! You'll be a great sacrifice for the advancement of science! Fire everything!
Well, no. You can't fire everything because you don't have a Van Helsing cannon.
He's saying to fire everything that they have. Actually, what he's saying is all of them are fired. Quick, get in your own cannons.
Nemo's shout echoes across the sky, and more than 2 rows of cannons fire on us, their balls filling the air. This is nothing. One of the cannonballs is coming right at him, but he calmly fires at the highly explosive projectile and diverts its path. Who is this person?
Van Helsing!
To just shoot down some cannons?
The human weapon!
This is more ridiculous than the Van Helsing cannon! Part of the Van Helsing cannon!
That's the point! This is why Impey's like, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work for anyone except Van Helsing. Okay, strap him in nice and safely and tie it into the wires, and we're gonna shoot him! And then we're gonna open the capsule and have him shoot out of the capsule!
Lord. This is ridiculous, and we're not even at the hour mark.
I like this game a lot.
We feel the heat of the explosion, but it doesn't do any damage to us. Van Helsing
Like, some Otome games are more questionable than others, but this one is excellent.
This is ridiculous. This is like...
Why, it's fun!
Oh, good lord. I don't think I cried from laughter at so many games we played. Van Helsing continues to reload and fire. How? He's flying through the air.
In the air!
Targeting your projectiles on a collision course with our ship. What would they do without me? Good lord.
There's a CG.
Good lord, this CG. He shoots down one cannonball after another. The air between our ship and Nemo's is filled with smoke and fire. Perfect. After the indignity I've suffered, I have to let off some steam. A few minutes before, wait, what? Seconds after Van Helsing was shot into the air, the sky was filled with bright red as countless explosions went off. All I could do was sit in a daze and stare at the ongoing conflagration.
What's going on? I can't see anything because of all the flames. My, they're really going all out.
I can see everything from here. He's using his shotgun to blow up the cannonballs. And, whoa, he's jumping from ball to ball.
I'm like, our poor audience that isn't here today is missing some quality Sharky wheezes. So is this your favorite chapter so far?
Okay, I have to say, so far out of every game we've played, this chapter has been the funniest.
Absolutely.
Like, no offense to, like, Arcade Spirits or, like, any of the other games we played. This is just straight
They're
up...
all strong contenders, but this chapter right here
is hilarious. This is, like, quality Kingdom...
Impey.
Quality Kingdom Hearts garbage right here. Like... Yeah. Like Final Fight from Xemnas when you're jumping from building to building, cutting them in half. This is what I'm thinking of right now for Van Helsing.
No, he's jumping from cannonball to cannonball,
which is funnier to me because they are smaller.
Stupider.
Yes. This is like a bad.
It's like a highly explosive projectile coming at me. I'm gonna jump off of it.
And then fire my shotgun.
Yup. I'm gonna jump off of this highly explosive projectile onto another highly explosive projectile to give myself leverage as I shoot at other highly explosive projectiles. His skills are superhuman. So who do you think is the vampire?
I don't know!
Is it a spoiler to say that there is in fact one vampire present in this group?
No, that doesn't, like, that actually doesn't surprise me. I figured for a while it was either Van Helsing or Saint Germain. Like, that's just who my contenders were for a while, and that was during the, like, vamp chapter. Like, I figured either Saint Germain or Van Helsing were vampires. One of them. I can't tell who because both are doing superhuman things.
We'll get to it, don't worry. We will get to it. Hope Van Helsing's alright.
Because especially after the chapter where he was fighting Deli. Yeah, like, him keeping up and everything, it's like, that's kind of vampire-like. But the fact that Saint Germain doesn't lift in like a 300 or more pound capsule, just being like, oh, okay, I'll just put it over
Van
here.
Helsing inside.
Yeah, with Van Helsing and all of his shotguns and ammo and...
Yeah.
The fact that he lifted it like, okay, now I'm just gonna put it right here and... like... That's not human. Did you read this line? Sorry, I'm...
Yes, I did. I can't wait to see your reaction when the actual reveal comes.
Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. Ooh.
And when we had the previous thing be, stupid geniuses. Yeah.
Yeah! Yeah, they're all stupid.
Impey is the pinnacle of a stupid genius.
Yeah. Don't worry, I planned this, knowing what this guy's capable of. Yeah, it'll definitely take care of the job. We hear more explosions for a while. After a few minutes, the noise dies down. Then...
From someone.
Can you hear me? I've infiltrated the HMS Fulton and I'm going to take down the crew one by one. Any questions? I sigh in relief when Van Helsing's voice comes through over the line. Good. Fight them, but don't kill anybody. An airship that size can't be piloted alone, and they'll need an emergency landing. Got it. See, that's where
They were definitely gonna just shoot us out of the sky for us to die, but you know, don't kill them.
See, that's what I figured it was going to be. Shoot Van Helsing, get him inside, and he can easily just take out the crew.
Yeah.
Not the whole Kingdom Hearts level bullcrap of jumping from cannon to cannon and shooting them all down. I never would have expected.
We're being shot at. He had to take care of those first. It's called a counterattack. We countered their attack.
I mean, fair, but... You're just gonna add everybody in the Discord and on Twitter and just be like, watch this VOD, Sharky dies.
Ultimate Sharky Wheeze compilation right here. We got it already.
I can't read the line. Dang it, you. Van Helsing's reply to Impey's impossible order is short, but soon we start to hear a series of explosions off in the distance. Nemo's ship begins to fall into the clouds. Mission accomplished. Yeah, I knew you could do it. Oh, you didn't cut the wires, did you? No, I tied them onto the ship near my entry point. Nice! Get back there and hook yourself up to the wires again. We hear Van Helsing's running footsteps through the Aether communicator. All the while, more small explosions are going off within Nemo's ship. What did he play C4? Perhaps due to whatever mayhem he was doing in there. I'm back at the entry point and I've reattached the wires the way they were. So, how am I supposed to get back over to you? Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Why, we do it all in reverse, of course. Say TG, one more time if you please. Wait, what?
In reverse.
Does he have a magnet in there?
What'd you miss? He's got wires. Here we go again.
The Count smiles and presses the button one more time.
You mean smacks? He smacks the button. He's just like, pow.
A reel extending from the cannon begins to spin, retracting the wires at an incredible speed. Is it a fishing line?
Yes.
We're fishing for Van Helsing?
No, he's already on the wires. He's already caught it. We're just reeling him in. I like how speechless you're getting.
They said that I'm just like imagining being in like the writer's room for this chapter, and it's like, okay. They're gonna be in an airship race to get back this Book of Isaacs, okay? Well, how can we make this interesting? Oh, everyone starts attacking them, but then, like...
He removed all the weapons, so there's no cannons on the ship.
And a rival...
To make the thing lighter. There's no cannon weaponry anywhere on the ship.
And then we have a rival who has just rows and rows of weapons that will start attacking them. Well, okay, how they have to get through somehow. Well, how are they going to get through? Impey shoots Van Helsing out of a cannon. What? Impey shoots Van Helsing out of a cannon to take down the ship and then gets him back.
How does he get safely across from the cannon?
A fishing line.
No, he pops out of the cannonball. You're talking about when he gets back. I'm talking about how does he get across from the cannon shooting him in the first place.
He gets expelled out of the cannonball and then jumps from cannonball to the enemy's cannonballs, blowing them up and getting to the other side. And after he takes down the enemy ship, he gets back into the cannonball and he gets reeled back like a fishing rod.
Yep.
Sound good? Sir, what are you talking about? Well, how does that sound good? It sounds good. We're doing it. Whoa! You hear Van Helsing's surprise shout through the communicator. Not even 10 seconds later, Van Helsing literally flies back through the air, pulled by the wires.
Oh.
Is this why the engine wasn't finished? 'Cause he made a flipping cannon?
A Van Helsing cannon, specifically.
We don't have any way... Wait, but... Hold on. Here's my question. Did he only work at this at night? Because how else would AC not know about it?
Maybe.
She was there helping him throughout it.
Maybe he decided to add it in the last second before he showed up.
These stupid geniuses. We don't have any way to catch him. Oh, the obvious happens. Van Helsing slams against the wall with extreme force.
I don't think he even got back into the cannonball.
No!
He just got hooked up to wires.
Yeah!
He got smacked against the wire, Van Helsing. Van Helsing, are you alright? Damn it!
My vision's all blurry. Van Helsing holds his head for a little while, then slowly climbs up to his feet. And be ready for some much-deserved pain later. Scary, but it couldn't be helped, right? This plan only worked because of your crazy strength?
Van Helsing's like, flattery doesn't mean shit to me. It only worked because of Van Helsing's abnormal sturdiness. You live up to your reputation as a human weapon. That's why we shot you like a literal weapon.
Yes, he is now literally a human weapon.
He already was.
Just when we think that the victory is ours.
I'm not done yet.
Nemo's voice cuts through the air, even though he should have fallen already. We rush to look outside and see the HMS Fulton still chasing us among the clouds.
Wow, he's so persistent. He still wants to fight?
That's impossible. He's got no crew, and the ship's a wreck. There's no way he can control it in that state. Just as Impey says, the HMS Fulton rises above the clouds for a moment, then begins to sink down below.
Remember this! I'm a
have lost this round, but my soul still burns with a passion for science. I'll be challenging you again. I will. You'll see.
Okay, Wicked Witch of the West, just dissolve in your puddle of water now real quick.
You didn't.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Just crash already. Once again, Lupin says what we're all thinking. That sounds like they died. Finally,
It crashed, and it was an emergency landing.
Finally, the HMS Fulton sinks out of sight. We all take a breath of relief. My job here is done. We just need to make it back to the finish line now, right? Oh, well, you see, you know, the thing is... Impey begins sounding very evasive once Lupin asks that question. What else is there, Impey? There aren't any other ships in the air. We look at each other with puzzled looks. Impey clears his throat with a strangely calm demeanor. Yeah, cough. Yes, cough. Engineer Victor will fill you in.
Hmm?
A report from Victor? About what?
Oh, that engine that was like practically on fire. Impey, the engine's going up in flames. There's nothing an amateur like me can do about it. Oh. I hate to tell you this, but the engine's completely burned out. Which means...
Wait, but shouldn't we have won? Shouldn't we still be the winner because we were the last people standing?
Nope, you gotta cross the finish line.
But then what happens when there's no winner?
They get to keep the prize. Oh no, the criminal underground gets to keep their own prize. I'm sure they're very upset about it. We're going down.
Why is he smiling with the sparkly glasses? Shouldn't that be saved for some, like, crazy evil plan?
This is his desperation smile. Didn't he do the same thing when he was talking about their money troubles?
I don't remember. It's been a while. As if proving Victor right, we hear a roar and the ship suddenly begins to shudder. What's this? HMS Princess and Servant seems to be unable to recover from their battle damage. Can they reach the finish line before they crash? Oh, they're racing neck and neck with death. The battle isn't over yet. Excitement of the announcer's voice only increases our anxiety.
Will anyone survive this race? Impey.
No, don't look at me like that. You're a goddess of victory, right on board. Just leave the rest of me. The airship is losing speed and lift and has been falling towards the ground at a rapid pace. We pass through the clouds and the ground begins to get closer and closer.
See it! I see the goal, Impey!
Right. Oh, let's get this dramatic, dynamic, fantastic emergency landing started. I'm surprised I got that in one go.
Congratulations.
Oh man. Guess all we can do now is trust in you, Impey. We're dead.
I have been watching, or listening to, they did like a podcasting, some of the VAs from Obey Me, where like one of the VAs is the host, usually, and then he has the other ones as like a guest, but he flubs a lot, and they do like a little live reading segment. And so one of them recently, the writer specifically put in like a read this line as fast as you can without flubbing contest. Just to troll him.
Good.
He's like, what the fuck? Like, it was basically the Avatar of Envy and the Avatar of Lust are both trying to get this one last pudding, but only one of them can have it. There's only one left. And so he challenges
Avatar Blast to a contest of reading the name of this new light novel that recently just came out that has a ridiculously long name as fast as you can without flubbing.
Oh,
Whoever
jeez.
reads it faster wins, and every flub is like an extra 5 seconds.
Oh my gosh. See, that just reminds me of in Doctor Who with the 10th Doctor, David Tennant. Because he was faking that accent. With his normal accent, he has trouble with double O sounds, like in Moon. And like, he couldn't do it properly in the accent that he does the Doctor's voice in. And so to troll them, they made up a brand new creature with the double O sound on the Moon. And so he kept having to do that just to troll him. Just because, like, you have problems with this, huh? Let's just make that the central point of the episode.
Yeah.
I don't have much faith in you, but there's nothing I can do.
This is what I would give for a nice cup of tea right now.
What the crap, Saint Germain?
He's like, this is fun. I'm entertained. I brought these guys in to live in my home as entertainment for me, and I am very entertained right now. Thank you. Count, you're completely implacable.
It seems like the HMS Princess and servants are going to try for an emergency landing on the finish line. No? What's this? This is an emergency landing. It's a crash landing! Ladies and gentlemen, near the goal, I urge you to run! Run! The ground is right in front of us.
Impey, I believe in you! I'm the only one who does!
His specialty is crash landing.
Uh-huh.
Those words give me all the strength I need. Come on, baby, go! Impey wrestles with the steering column to control the airship, then... Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. In the end, the airship was completely wrecked and it would never fly again. But we made it to the finish line despite being covered in soot. We received a trophy and Father's writings as the grand prize. Many people shouted and cheered for us. Once things have settled down a little, we have a commemorative picture taken.
Alright, everybody, get closer. You, sourpuss with the glasses, try cheering up a little, huh? You won!
Sourpuss.
You, sourpuss with the glasses, try cheering up a little, huh? No, I said cheer up!
Like this. We finally got him to smile.
That crash over there was definitely refreshing. Events that lighten the mood are always welcome.
This is why I think he's the vampire. Like, it's this attitude being like, oh, well, this is a refreshing thing. I have never crashed before. Versus...
Oh, no. Events that lighten the mood are always welcome.
Versus Van Helsing literally jumping from cannon to cannon, shooting them down.
I feel like we're gonna, till we get to the actual reveal, I'm just gonna ask for a periodic check-in on who do you think the vampire is now?
Because
who do you think the vampire is?
Because honestly, any of them could be, but right now it looks like one of these two.
How is that possibly refreshing? I thought we were going to die.
In this stream, Sharky has lost his mind. Hope everyone...
Victor's like, the fuck? Victor's the only one like, excuse me? We were about to die.
Ah, I'm Victor. Sharky has lost his mind. Hope everyone enjoys the VOD. Smiley face, Sharky crying.
Isn't it the usual response of just, wait, you had one? You didn't lose it before?
Okay, but this. As the others talk among themselves, I stare at the collection of Father's works that we had been given.
These were handwritten by Father.
Good going. We're one step closer to curing you of your poison.
Yes, thank you.
I smile up at Impey. He looks surprised. Then averts his eyes for some reason.
What's the matter?
It's just... I felt that all the effort was worth it if I got to see a cute smile like that.
I have a cute smile? Really?
Also, I feel really bad for my roommate being like, are you dying? Like, why are you screaming? Are you dying?
Of laughter?
I'm surprised I haven't gotten a message basically being like, are you okay? Of course! Super cute!
Oh, you with long hair. Nice smile. You with the glasses, you've got to do it like him. Quit wrinkling your brow.
Ugh, can't believe somebody's telling me to be more like Impey.
This is a commemorative photograph now. Everyone, I want to see your best smiles.
Or I'm not paying for food for a week.
Well, I think they get some prize money anyway.
Oh, that's true. Since they
Here we go, everybody. Watch the birdie.
Since they literally ran out building that wrecked airship.
Yes. But you know what they won?
That is a very nice. That is a very nice CG that we
It's a
don't
very cute one.
that we don't see nearly as long as we should.
It's fine. It'll go into your memory folder thing, and you can just pull it up after.
Wait, nobody understands the truth? This is the final one before route, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
That's correct.
And we still have like 30 minutes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I hear the birds chirping through the window. I know I'm dreaming. Well, this awful dream. I only remember when I'm in the dream. The brief moment before I fell into deep sleep, I feel traces of distant memory. What good would knowing the truth do? Why did I ever decide to pursue the truth? Ooh! Whoa! What? What?
Yeah.
Am I the only one? Oh, well, I know you've played this, but like, huh. I wish I'd never found out.
We had a lot of fun time now for angst. They had to give you that one really cute, fun CG before plunging us into depression.
Well, wish I could remain oblivious. You must never know love. I hear voices. My beloved daughter. They call out, talking over one another, eating away at my thoughts. My arm! My arm!
Should that be me?
I
That
don't-
said my arm?
I don't know.
Actually, I have no idea.
I don't know. You
I don't
read this
remember
one.
anymore.
You read this one.
It should have been you who died instead of Mama.
The embodiment of evil. Because you are a monster. The voices. I'm drowning them. I can't breathe. Wait, what?
You will
Wait.
lead the people to God's cradle or of God's cradle or something to the expansive world of knowledge.
Wait, what?
Now read it as Isaac. Go back.
I don't think I can.
Think.
If I rewound. You will lead the people from God's cradle to the expansive world of knowledge.
There you go. See?
Me, me, me.
Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me.
The world crumbles away from me, and all I see is pitch black darkness. Then, silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
What are you talking about? AC doesn't have any old friends.
Well, darkness is her old friend.
Nah, darkness hates her too.
Only in this dream am I able to pick up pieces of my memory from my subconscious. And I regret picking these pieces up. I always regret it. I end each dream by praying, when I wake up tomorrow, please, let me forget everything I've learned. I see a familiar scene. I'm lying in bed, in the mansion.
That's not that.
I feel like I've been dreaming, but I can't remember what it was. It just feels like there's a gritty residue in the depths of my heart. I put my hand up to block the moonlight. My hand, wrapped in a glove even when I sleep, feels so heavy for some reason. The next day, we're going to the location where Father is said to have been performing research to create the horlogium. Luckily for us, collections of Father's works we obtained at the Black Gathering had information on the research facility. What's this? Did you find something? Yes. It's about the facility Isaac was using. We're in luck. With this, we can go directly there.
Oh, well. All the trouble you went through to win that certainly seems worth it.
Using the documents, we were able to determine the location of the laboratory. Father's secrets, in my memory, things we had no clue about until now. Soon we'll have answers to so many questions.
You should be happy.
We might even find information leading us to finding out how to fix this poison problem. But why? A feeling of dread as thick and sticky as mud slowly fills my chest. Ah, so you've been playing Metroid Dread, AC, haven't you?
Yup, totally.
Look, I had to say at least one bad joke.
Uh-huh. After the entire bad joke that was the entire half last chapter.
Okay, but that wasn't me saying the bad joke. That was the game being the bad joke.
But you were reading the bad jokes.
Yes. This feeling has been keeping me from sleeping, and that night I aimlessly head to the garden instead of going to bed. The sky above is bright with stars, and a soft night breeze brushes my cheek. Okay, I do have a question.
Hmm?
Do we find out who the vampire is on their route?
Yeah, I don't remember. Let me double check.
Or do we... Because this is the only chapter left before a person's route. Unless it's like you find out on everybody's route, but it's just more prominent in their route.
Checking.
Take your time, take your time. We're just listening to some pretty good music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna message you. Or I'm not gonna message you. Basically, I refrain from answering this question.
Okay. That's a fair and valid answer to it.
I refrain from answering this question because as soon as I answer it, it'll basically spoil this.
Okay. That I wanted to ask, but I understand.
I refrain from answering this question and we're moving on.
The sky above is bright with stars, and a soft night breeze brushes my cheek. ... The night is so peaceful, and yet my heart is so restless.
That's quite a dark expression you have there. I'm taking a guess. Yeah, I guessed right.
I look up to find Saint Germain standing nearby with his usual graceful, soft smile.
Did I look not sad? Yes, quite. It was like you were the protagonist of a tragedy mourning the end of the world.
I mean...
It was that bad? At least it seemed that way to me. Is something bothering you? You can tell me what's on your mind if you don't mind sharing with this old man.
How old is this old man?
This old man?
Saint Germain's voice is kind, and he takes a seat next to me.
Nothing's bothering me. I was just thinking, tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow, we'll know everything.
No, I think you mean next week.
Tomorrow. And for some reason, that's making my heart ache. I guess this is sort of a Saint Germain chapter, maybe? Since they had a chapter sort of focused on each of the other characters besides Lupin.
Yeah, I mean, if Saint Germain's the one who came out, I think this would be the only one that could qualify as a Saint Germain chapter.
Probably. I don't remember exactly how it goes. So I'm like...
Because all the other ones
There
were
might be more.
obvious.
Yeah, there might be more with him than I'm remembering.
I mean, that's fair. This inexplicable pressure in my chest is making me anxious. I hug my arms tight around myself without realizing what I'm doing.
Tomorrow. You're right. We will be heading for the secret laboratory of the infamous Isaac Becker. Though there's no telling what's waiting for us there. Yes.
This is such a sad scene.
I mean, it's just sad music.
Yeah, the music does actually make me want to cry.
It's very... This game and Nor 9 have gorgeous soundtracks.
What was Nor 9 again? I know you talked to me about that before.
It's another dating sim by the same company.
Oh.
I like this company a lot because it's the same company that also put out Amnesia.
What's the premise
of Nor 9?
Yeah.
Nor 9 is interesting. There's actually 3 MCs that you can choose from.
Oh.
And each MC has a different set of love interests.
Oh, that's interesting.
But the premise is basically you're all kind of taken onto this ship. Everyone has some kind of like magical ability power thing.
Oh, yes, I do remember you talking about that before.
And they're making like a journey. But the key interesting thing about it is that, and it's sort of more sci-fi.
Not like we'll ever
I
play
guess
it.
Sort of sci-fi fantasy in a similar way as this game is sci-fi fantasy.
Not like we'll ever play it.
But less steampunk and more just sci-fi and fantasy at the same time. Perhaps.
Interesting.
I'm like, It's been a while since I played that as well, and it's pretty good. But I don't think that one's gone on Steam. I
No.
think that one's still only available for Vita.
Yeah,
someday.
from what I'm seeing, it was originally published for a PSP and then a Vita port was
Yeah,
created.
yeah. But it has a beautiful soundtrack for that game as
And
well.
apparently got an anime?
Did it?
Yeah,
Oh,
in 2016 it got an anime.
And then maybe there's hope that maybe someday it'll be ported to Switch or Steam.
Switch would make sense.
Switch would make sense.
Which I'm up for more of these. This is stupid and great.
What?
This company so far has been stupid and great.
Oh, Automate?
Mm-hmm.
An Idea Factory?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Hakuoki's also by them.
Ah.
It's on my list. You know, the vampire
Yeah.
samurai one.
Yeah.
Like I specifically really like their stuff because I feel like they have one gorgeous games. Like the characters are really pretty, the
Yeah.
backgrounds are always really pretty. If we had the voices on, they're really good.
Mm-hmm.
They're like my favorite for that stuff. So I like sticking with when I have Japanese otome games. I like sticking with that company a lot.
From this one game, understandable. Just understandable. Did you say yes? I don't remember.
Yes, I did.
Okay. The place where
I actually have some other ones that they've come out with. Like I know one of the other streamers I've popped into, I think played one called Pio Fiore, which is like the Mafia.
Oh.
I only came across like a couple of their streams of that game, but it looked interesting. Anyway.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I might end up giving you a whole list of Switch games from that company to check out for us to add to our backlog.
My roommate will be like, why are you getting so many Switch games? The stream. Why are they all dating sims? The stream.
You only have to get one at a time.
Yeah, I know.
mean, you don't need to have the whole like backlog.
I'm joking.
The way I do.
I'm joking. I mean, I also really.
I mean, I do think for money saving purposes, I buy these because I like them.
Yeah.
But you could just buy them as we're getting ready to play them.
Like I said, I'm joking. I would not be buying like 5 like of these games all at once.
Yeah, we would just have to figure out which one.
Yeah.
But I do want to also get to Hakuoki.
What meaning does a place like that hold for me? I feel happiness and anticipation, but mixed in with these emotions is a tiny bit of fear. The fear of knowing. The fear of discovering something.
I understand why you'd be nervous, but Miss Stacy, perhaps you could think of it this way. We might find something, but then again, we might not. We may learn the whole truth, or find nothing at all. Will this place hold any useful information? We might go there just to discover the place is filled with junk. What are you saying? That worrying about it isn't going to change anything, that's all. Nobody knows if we'll ultimately learn how to rid your body of that poison or discover the past you lost. But there's no reason for you to be scared. You won't be going there alone. I'm not alone. That's right. Don't you have several friends whom you can rely on and trust?
And then a small child that can help out, maybe. Strangely, Saint Germain's words give my heart some energy.
Friends. Are you going to come too? If you wish. Myself, you, Lupin, Van Helsing, Victor, and Impey. And I think I like all of you. I would like to see what answers you arrive at with my own eyes.
How? Your eyes are always closed.
But apparently he can see through them.
What are you, Brock?
Hmm?
Saint Germain is Brock.
I'm like, I don't want to spoil things.
Just shush.
And then stop talking about things that are going to be spoilers.
I'm making jokes. I don't know what there's, but I'm making jokes.
I mean, you're talking about your own feelings, but you think? I see. Yes, that may have been a poor choice of words. I often have difficulty determining what my own emotions are. Affection, admiration, well, how can I explain it?
Mood.
It really is strange. I'm trying to talk about it myself, but I can't even tell how I'm feeling.
For a moment, Saint Germain looks sad as he says this. I shake my head gently.
No, it's fine. I understand how you feel, a little bit. Sometimes I can't tell how I'm feeling either. It's very comforting to know that, Miss AC.
The calm sky is vast and silent. The sounds of the night are cold and lonely. They make me look down again.
I guess what I mean to say is, it's not that easy to switch gears after the abrupt mood change from the previous chapter.
This is like a massive 180.
Uh-huh.
Especially, this music is what's killing me. Like, it's such beautiful music, but it just makes me cry.
It's so sad.
Yeah, it's the saddest thing. Even like, and I get it. This is not like a sad scene, but it is a sad scene.
It's a very pensive scene.
With the anxiety and just being like, what
It's
are
a
we?
heavy, pensive scene.
But like, it just, I want to cry while hearing you voice the lines with the music and just
Yeah.
My body harbors a poison that makes everything I touch rot. 2 years ago, when I first woke up,
It should have been you who died instead of Mama. Monster. What's the matter? What is this monster you speak of?
me!
Back before I met all of you, when I was alone in the mansion, that's what I was called.
That's why I can't rid myself of this dread. Everything about me will be revealed. Could that mean that I'll be proven to be some kind of bizarre monster? When I think of this, it makes me afraid of tomorrow. I'm afraid to find out too much.
I see. A monster.
Saint Germain suddenly narrows his eyes and stares at me.
Yaros has already closed eyes. If it's all right with you, would you mind telling me about it? Why we were called a monster? Why? Why? I feel the time is nearing when we will have to ascertain the truth. Ascertain? Yes. Everything is likely to change tomorrow. We will be heading down a path to the truth. And at that point, we will determine which path we will be taking for dating purposes. I mean, they say this and it's setting up, obviously, but like, yeah, everything is likely to change tomorrow. We'll be on a route.
I mean, yeah.
After that. That will surely change the relationships between us.
Yes, because we'll be dating one of them.
Before that happens, Miss AC, I would like to know more about you.
Saint Germain says this so sincerely. It's as if he knows what's going to happen tomorrow.
I want to hear it from your mouth, in your voice, and in your words. Tell me about you, your life.
My voice is faint, as if every word is barely being squeezed out.
Surprise, it's actually the AC chapter. This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. Of a girl who rots and melts everything she touched.
It was either going to be that or I was somehow going to make it Skater Boy.
Actually, shouldn't you be reading this?
You already started.
Became known as a monster.
This takes place 2 years ago.
Real quick.
Hmm?
I'm gonna get a coffee real quick.
Should I continue since it's not your lines?
You should continue. I'm familiar with it.
Okay. The mansion in Wales. That's where I wake up. I have no memory from before this, but for some reason I understand that this is my home. No one lives in the mansion aside from me. There's a letter in one of the rooms. It's a letter from Father. My dear, dear father. My loving father, who is the only thing that remains of my lost memories. When I read the letter, it's almost as if I can hear his voice. AC, my beloved daughter, if you are reading this, then you have awakened from your long sleep. I hope you can forgive me for leaving you alone. There is something I must do. I want you to remain in this mansion and wait for my return. You must not leave this mansion. You need to stay here. The outside world is filled with danger and sadness. I don't want you to know such things. I promise I'll come back for you. Please stay in this mansion, my dear girl, who I love most in all the world.
No wonder Finis is salty. You were always the favorite child! What the fuck?!
He promised me in that letter. I never doubted it. It isn't an emotional decision. I merely accepted it as truth. Thinking back, the way I felt and thought about the world, my feelings were so much dimmer back then. For a while, I spent my days alone in the mansion. I have everything I need. But one day, I hear voices. Playful voices from children who live outside the mansion. They say that the mansion is haunted and they're going to have an adventure and explore it. The children sound like they're having so much fun. I have the urge to see them, and I make the mistake of going outside.
Oh.
I just went out for a peek, but one of the children catches sight of me and they all run off. I noticed that one of the children has dropped a doll.
Oh, wait!
I run after the children. I want to tell them about the doll. I probably want to hear more of their voices. I chase after the children out of the forest and onto a wide country road. There are a few people here, and they look at me in surprise. One of the children pokes his head out from behind an adult and says that I came out of the haunted mansion.
I
work up the courage to speak to them, but... Monster. I feel a sudden jolt of pain and realizing that someone had hit me with a rock. It takes me a while to comprehend why they would do such a thing. I see they're all staring at me, and I follow their gaze to find the answer. My feet. I was too caught up in chasing after the children, and I hadn't noticed when I'd lost a shoe when tripping over a tree root. I felt no pain, and I didn't think I needed it. And now I knew why I should have gone back. Rocks, grass, flowers, everything I'd stepped on had been turned into a dark, mud-like mush by my poison. She's a monster. The embodiment of evil. The drought's her fault. Monster. They continue to shout at me with a terrifying gleam in their eyes. Grab her. Take her to the priest. One man reaches for my face, his face twisted with rage. Then, with a scream and a flash of blood-scented steam, his skin burns and it begins to melt away. Alarmed, I start to run back the way I came. I run with all my might. I must have run for half a day. But no matter how far I go, the plants in my path all die, so it's completely obvious which way I've gone. I've run in a direction different from the way back to the mansion. I didn't have any plan in mind and was simply running as hard as I could when...
Oh.
I see a woman. Looks like she's picking medicinal herbs in the forest.
Oh, you surprised me. Where did you come from? I haven't seen you around before.
As she speaks, the plants around me continue to wither. I sense that she's noticing it and try to flee once more.
Oh, wait a minute. Your hood is bleeding. Huh? Stay away!
I stopped her just in time before she could reach for my bare foot. I recall what happened to the man earlier and glare at the woman, hoping to threaten her into leaving me alone. Even as I stand there, the ground beneath me gives off faint steam as it continues to rot from my poison. I slowly back away, sliding my feet along the ground. I don't turn and run because I feel that I shouldn't let her out of my sight.
Wait.
However, the woman in front of me doesn't show any indication of chasing me. Instead, she quietly calls out to me.
You're in trouble, aren't you? I can keep you safe. Come with me to my home. Why? It's simple. You're being chased by someone. I can't turn a blind eye to that. My name is Elaine. I live out here in the forest picking herbs. Elaine, a kind woman who sheltered and cared for the protagonist when she escaped from her mansion. She has a home in the forest and makes a living picking medicinal herbs. All right, let's go across the rocks. You'll be found in no time if you leave a trail of dead grass. But you want to get away, don't you? Let me help you. Elaine lived in
Elaine lived with a small child named Eddie in a small cabin in the woods. Eddie, Elaine's only daughter. Like her mother, she's energetic and has an outgoing personality. She made a living using the medicine from the surrounding area and selling it. I decide to help her as much as I can, as a show of thanks for helping me. In the beginning, it's difficult to get by because I lost my shoe, but Elaine found it for me in the forest. My first plan is to return to the mansion once the villagers have given up on chasing me. But one day, the local clergyman came to Elaine's house. Arlene home. Excuse me, have you seen a young girl pass by here recently?
Aside from my daughter, I haven't seen any young girls.
I see. If you do see her, please let me know. Though that creature is not human. It is an accursed monster. Monster. I remember the feeling of the stone hitting me, and even in my hiding spot I flinch. The monster caught us off guard by taking the form of a young girl, and delivered a grave injury against a pious believer. The drought continues. The people are only getting worse off. The recent plague is likely the work of this beast as well. It's all this monster's fault. If we can destroy it, surely everything will be set right again. This must be a test from God. We must work up our courage and defeat it.
That's from God, you say?
Yes, the monster will try to get you to trust it through nefarious means. I urge you to be careful and have faith. Those who open their hearts to the cursed monster will become cursed themselves.
How you feeling, Christian?
I'm dying. With that, the man who called himself a clergyman leaves.
You can come out now.
Eddie and I quietly come out of the shadows.
Those people are scary. I know. You don't need to worry about it. There's been a drought recently. We're all having trouble getting enough food. Now there's some epidemic going around. Everyone wishes there was some simple thing to be blamed for all their recent misfortunes, but this isn't your fault. There's no need for you to tremble like that. You just stay right here. But isn't that going to cause problems for you? You help me take care of Eddie, don't you? You also help me make the medicine. You can stay here as long as you wish. That's right! Stay here with us!
I'm so happy. They've accepted me. It's the first time someone has ever looked out for me, protected me, since I woke up. I love seeing the expression on Lane's face when she puts Eddie to sleep. Hearing her sing a lullaby stirs something like an emotion in my heart. My promise to Father is still important to me, of course, but...
I'm sorry, Father.
I can't go back to the mansion now. I have to stay with these people. If I leave, I'll be captured. That's what I tell myself. Staying with them made me happy. Another month passes by. Just as I thought, the monster's lair is poorly constructed. It burns well.
We're home. I'm scared. It's all right. All of you, what's the meaning of this?
Elaine shouts at the men who surround us. They had found me. I warned you before. Those who become corrupted by the monster's influence become monsters themselves. God has no mercy for you. Neither will we, his disciples. You monster, show yourself! They released the hunting dogs they had brought. They bound forward, snarling. Lane and Eddie quiver in fear as the sharp fangs grow closer. Quickly step forward to protect them.
Stop! Go away!
The dog's teeth close over my flesh. However... What's happening to the dogs? She's melted their heads!
Is Villager being Impey?
Yes!
Oh, wow.
Do you want to take Villager C?
You should take all the villagers, because I have Elaine and Eddie.
She truly is a monster. She's behind everything that's happened to us. The drought, the starvation, all of it. Hope you're having fun.
Uh-huh.
How could you? How could you ruin all the wheat we've got worked so hard to grow?
It's my fault? Is it because I'm a monster?
Of course, you fiend! You'll pay for this with your life! Someone hits me with a thrown stone, but the words they throw at me hurt me even more. You were sent by the devil! Someone else throws another rock, but instead of hitting me, it hits Elaine's face as she steps forward.
Elaine! You need to stop this.
She doesn't even bother to wipe the blood streaming from her brow as she continues.
Have you lost your minds? Calling this young girl a monster, throwing stones at her and accusing her? Yes, she's different. She has a strange power the rest of us don't have. So, what's the matter with that?
Oh, it's the devil's power!
How can she be a monster? If she truly was a creature of evil, she would have killed you all on the spot. Do you honestly believe that this kind girl is a monster that caused all the misfortune you people have suffered?
Villagers seem to be taken aback by Elaine's harsh questions, and a bit unsure of themselves. Fine. This is how we will handle you. You will be imprisoned in a cave for 13 days. The monster will be sure to show its true form during that time and kill you. If she doesn't, we will admit our mistake and promise to accept this monster into our community. However, if we discover that it has killed you, we will kill the monster as well.
Fine. But not my daughter. Just me.
Very well. Though Eddie protests, she's told to go to a nearby village to stay with relatives, and we promise we'll come back for her. After that, Lane and I are imprisoned in a dark cave. The cramped, damp cave is strangely cold, and being inside unsettles me. That's adorable.
Sorry, Elaine. This is all my fault.
I'm gonna cry. That's adorable.
It's fine. You've done nothing wrong. And these folks probably aren't bad people. When we need to place blame on something, it's because the world isn't working the way we would like it to. ... It's only 13 days. We have food and water, too. If we stretch it, we'll get through this. Right?
Elaine tries to lift my spirits. She's probably worried about Eddie, but she doesn't show any sign of it. I feel bad, but in a way, it makes me happy to have someone care about me this much. Elaine told me many things about her life. The secrets of collecting herbs and how to make traditional medicines with them. How to prepare tasty meals. When she first met her lover. Her marriage. Eddie's birth. The death of her husband. Meeting me. As she tells me all this, her words flow on, as if she's looking back on her entire life in order to tell me about her. She talks all morning, noon, and night, though it's hard to tell the time in the constant darkness of the cave. 13 days seems like a vast, never-ending span of time. However, time keeps moving, whether we want it to or not. It was time that ate away at Elaine's body.
What's the matter, Elaine? It's nothing.
Oh. Oh. That's so sad. Her voice sounds strained. She speaks less and less, and her coughing fits are more often.
Maybe.
The reason was obvious. The poison within me is powerful enough to kill grass and flowers nearby me just by standing on them. Lena's been trapped in an enclosed space with me for days and days. Her body's gradually withering away because of the poison buildup in the air.
Lane, it's my poison that's doing this to you. It's fine. It's not the poison. It's my own illness. It has to be.
It can't be. She was so full of life until we were sealed in this cave together. The woman in front of me almost looks like an entirely different person.
Let's just stay put, all right? When they let us out, I'm going to laugh and tell them nothing happened.
I'm moved by her frail smile. Is this how she's going to die? I feel the fear spreading within my heart. I raise my voice and begin to pound against a large stone blocking the exit.
Let us out! Let us out of here! It's Elaine! She's going to die!
But nothing changes. It's a very large rock. Perhaps they can't even hear my voice. I quickly take my gloves off and press my bare hands against the stone. My poison destroys everything. I should be able to melt through this rock and get outside. I press my hands harder and harder, scraping away the melting stone, slowly gouging away through the barrier.
Hang in there, Elaine. I'm going to save you, I promise!
She sounds so weak. I want to help, but I can't approach her because the very thing killing her is coming from my own body. The darkness seems much thicker and more overpowering than when we were first imprisoned in the cave. Her breathing becomes ragged and sounds unbelievably frail. I'm not going to make it in time. When this thought hits me, I feel faint. I lean on the wall and slide to the floor.
Elaine, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. Don't cry, AC. It'll all be over soon. Just hang in there a little longer. The rock might still break. I'm fine. But
There's no way to save her. I'm not going to make it. She's going to die, and it's all because of me.
it's all right. We'll all leave here and live happily together, like before. You, me, and Teddy. Elaine!
I stand up and place my hands on the rock again. The stone slowly crumbles away. Too slowly. I don't know how much time passes. Elaine is barely breathing.
I don't know. The quieter gasp.
It's through Discord.
I heard a slight...
Please, I want to ask a favor of you.
I don't want to hear it. I know just from her tone of voice that she's going to force me to accept the worst possible outcome.
Where our home burned down, there's a store in the basement. There's a notebook there.
I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me. My hands are shaking, and I can't scrape away at the rock very well.
It's an important book on the study of herbs that my mother passed down to me.
I slam my hands against the rock in hatred. Why? Why won't it crumble faster? Right now, behind me, someone important to me is dying, and I'm the killer.
Make sure Betty gets it, will you? With that, she'll probably be able to live on her own.
The rock isn't melting fast enough. I've been punching the rock over and over, and my fist is covered in my own blood. Faster. Faster, 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 faster! I wish so hard. The rock continues melting ever so slowly, as if to mock me. Then,
Please, just break through already.
I put my entire body into the next push, and suddenly, light pours in. A blinding white world. I can tell that the dirty, contaminated air is leaving through the hole.
Elaine, look, there's light. Elaine, finally.
Dot, 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 dot. Dot, dot, dot.
Elaine?
I turn around. Elaine is smiling, her eyes closed, looking as if she is asleep.
Come to think of it, does this mean that they were just sealed where there was no oxygen coming in either?
Yeah.
She should have died way faster than a couple days.
I mean, there probably was like a tiny crack, but
I mean, because if it's sealed so tightly that the poison can't get out, that pretty much implies that fresh air isn't coming through.
Basically.
Which also means that, like, the oxygen should have been running out inside as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, if oxygen and carbon dioxide could flow back and forth out through, the poison should have been able to as well, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Elaine, why won't you wake up?
My eyes fill with tears.
Wake up! Wake up, Elaine!
She died because of my poison. She died because I am a monster. If only she hadn't accepted me, she could have lived so much longer in that house with Eddie. After that, I escape from the cave and I head off to grant Elaine's final wish. I get the book and go to the village that Eddie has gone to. I wait until she is completely alone before I approach her. I tell her everything that happened. Eddie takes the book and responds in a cold tone that I have never heard from her before.
Monster? It should have been you who died of Mama. Should have been you who died of Mama.
I don't remember much after that. When I woke up, I was back at the mansion. I'll never leave this place again, or allow myself to get involved with anyone else. I will kill off of my emotions and live an empty, harmless life like a doll. Because a monster needs to live alone. That's why. ...
That's it.
I finish my story and glance over at Saint Germain. He seems to have been listening intently without looking away even once. It's always hard to tell when Saint Germain is thinking, and now is no exception. I wonder what thoughts are going on behind that sculpture-like face at this moment.
That's too much suffering for anyone to carry in their past. I'm not the one who suffers. I'm the one who makes others suffer. I wonder if I really am a monster, and whether I deserve to live. Stacey, don't say anymore. But I'm the one who killed Elaine. Because I'm a monster. Eddie was right. If only I had died instead. Miss Stacey.
Saint Germain's gentle yet firm voice halts my outpouring of words.
Both Miss Elaine and Miss Eddie suffered immensely. I'm not going to deny that. But you did too, didn't you? You carry the mistakes of your past around with you, thinking them crimes and suffer now.
I'm not suffering. I'm the only one who didn't lose anything. I'm being selfish and trying to become happy.
Happy, you say.
He thinks for a moment, then smiles his usual smile.
That's the most severe punishment there is in the world.
What? Why would being happy be a punishment?
Objectively, perhaps seeking happiness is not a crime. But people will be people. Your honor will never truly disappear. Slumber on in the depths of your heart forever and ever. ... No matter how much you try to tell yourself, it couldn't be helped. You did the best you could in the situation. The vivid memories of those moments will follow you around forever, for as long as you live upon this earth. Here is what I think. Hell exists within ourselves. Personal hells that no one else can set foot within. I pray that one day you will be able to escape that, the hell you bear.
I'm so flipping close to crying right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say thank you.
Thank you.
Even then, the feeling that I deserve to suffer, it doesn't go away. But a little bit, just a little bit, I feel like I've been saved just knowing that there's someone who understands.
Thank you, Saint Germain.
I'm the one who must thank you. I'm glad that you shared the whole truth with me without disguising it.
Do you want to save here?
Yes, we're ending it here. I can't take any more right now. In the best possible
The
meaning.
empty backstory.
In the best
The first half of this was like dying of laughter, and the second half is I'm crying, I am sobbing.
Yeah, actually.
What a range of emotions we've had today.
But thank you, everyone who came by and watched. Or anybody who's going to watch in the future for coming.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back.
Hope you also laughed and then cried.
We'll be back Wednesday for Lovingly Evil.
Should be.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.